I'm going to show you how easy it is to rehydrate a freeze-dried sourdough starter. So this is one of my freeze-dried sourdough starters. You can message me if you'd like to purchase one. You're just going to take it out of the sealed pouch, remove the oxygen absorber, and weigh it. And then you're going to add double the amount of water. So whatever the powder weighs, add twice as much water. So that's really important. That's going to rehydrate it. And the purpose here is to get it to an active sourdough starter so you can make your homemade sourdough bread. And as you know, once you have a sourdough starter, you can continue making sourdough for years and years and years with the same starter. So it's amazing. Once you add your double amount of water, just mix it together. And as with all freeze-dried stuff, sometimes it takes a little bit to recombine. So set it aside overnight. And sometimes it separates a little bit with the liquid. That's fine. Just mix it in together. It's still good. So mix it all, give it a good mix. And then at this point, we're going to feed it. So you don't notice there's not a lot of bubbles or anything there yet. That's okay. So get your bowl. You want to set your scale with the bowl on it because we don't want to count the weight of the bowl. And we're going to pour in our sourdough start. And we're going to weigh it. Now, in order to feed our sourdough start, we are going to add the same amount of flour and water. So as you can see, this one, we weighed that in, and that's the weight, not counting the bowl. So we have 244 grams of the starter. So we're going to add 244 grams of flour and 244 grams of water. And this is exactly how you feed your sourdough start every time it needs to get fed. If you get a little bit of extra flour in there, that's fine. Scoop some out. And some people say it has to be exact. I try to get it as close as possible, but I'm not worried right there. 245, it's close enough. So now that we've got our flour, we're just going to add same thing for our water, 244, and then we're going to mix it together. Normally, when you feed your sourdough starter, you're going to add the same amount of flour and water as the starter. And so they're all equal parts. Mix it together. Let it sit for 4 to 6 hours. And then at that point, it'll start to get bubbly and you'll see all the bubbles rising up. And that's when it's ready. At that point, you can feed it again. You can make your bread. You can do waffles. You can do whatever you want to do with it. Make sure you do cover it while you're waiting. And there you go.